All right, good day all of you. Today we are going to do reading live solving section 3, and this is general reading. In the previous video we have seen section 2 solving. Today we are going to see section 3. Okay, as you can see here, we are going to solve section 3 of the reading module, general, questions 28 to 40, the last 13 questions. And as I scroll down, you can see the entire question paper. The paragraph is on the right, the questions are on the left. And as I scroll down, yes, you can see the paragraphs and the question again. So 35 to 37, fill in the blanks, 38, 39, 40, multiple choice questions. Let's go ahead and start solving. You can solve with me to understand the concepts better. So 28 to 40, first we are going to do matching the list of headings. Okay, you have to match the list of headings with paragraphs. So if you see here, all of you, there are 10 headings in total, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 paragraphs and there are 10 headings in total, right? So there is no NB option here. That means 7 paragraphs will match 7 headings and 3 headings will not be taken by any paragraph, which means you can eliminate 3 headings. Okay. Now let's go and start solving. Now, as you all can see here, in the IELTS list of headings, reading the first sentence, last sentence might not be an effective strategy anymore for the paragraph. So if you read the first sentence and last sentence, maybe it will not practice quick reading skills. Yeah, quick reading skills will always help you. Quick reading and inference skill, this is the skill set you will need in your list of headings. Okay, first let's start solving paragraph A. So A paragraph, before we start reading A paragraph, look at the heading here. The zebra's long walk across Africa. James Gifford, this person investigates some interesting new research into the migration patterns of zebras living in Botswana and Southern Africa. Section 3 will be just one passage, one lengthy passage, one analytical passage for general candidates. The standard will be higher. So out of the 60-minute round, try to keep 25 minutes for section 3. And then the remaining 35 minutes, you can finish off with section 1 and 2. And this, you maintain the same time management for the exam. Now let's start solving. For any animal to travel over 270 kilometers in Botswana, partly across the sand and low bush terrain of the Kalahari Desert, it is a remarkable achievement. Okay, that to traveling 270 kilometers. But to do so in 11 days without any obvious motivation, the zebra population does it quite extraordinarily. Fine. On an average, their journey involves an exhausting round trip. So they are having a round trip of 588 kilometers between the Makadikadi salt pan area and the Okwango River, making it second only to the greatest trek undertaken by zebras. However, what is even more incredible in my view is that such kind of migration is completely unheard of. Now, clearly this paragraph is forming a certain pattern. When all of you look at my highlighted points, after reading the paragraph, you have to infer. Quick reading and inferencing skill is what is required. You should be able to read a paragraph in 60 seconds and infer it in 20 seconds and do your elimination and selection. If you see the highlighted portions here, 270 kilometers, remarkable achievement. It's quite extraordinary. They are doing a round trip of 588 kilometers. It's second only to the greatest trek undertaken by zebras. This is incredible. This is unheard of. Clearly, if you go and match one heading, definitely one heading will match. Is it talking about a decrease in zebra population? No. Is it any obstruction to any route? No. Unknown species? No. So keep eliminating one by one. Some confusing information? No. Staying permanently in a place? Definitely no. They are traveling a lot. Nearly a record in the zebra world? Yes. Now option number 6 can definitely match A paragraph. I mean, that's very obvious. Remarkable achievement, extraordinary, unheard of, incredible, 588-kilometer round trip. So all this is giving us the answer clearly. It is A. You can check the other four below A, that is below Roman number 6, and also see whether it is matching just for a safety side. Three different ways of living, no. Original aim of no work, no. The information and importance, no. So option number 6 is taken by A paragraph. Now let's do the same pattern for B paragraph. Harty Bertram, a researcher. Now in B paragraph, a new character is getting introduced. Harty Bertram, a researcher. Hattie Bertram discovered this migration when she was tracking zebra groups, officially known as harems, and that too she was doing this for her PhD. She was tracking zebras for her PhD. Each harem consists of a stallion, 7 or 8 mares, juvenile foals. There is no loyalty between zebras. They gather together in groups called herds. For her study, again for her PhD, she is planning to compare the small scale movement patterns of 11 different zebra herds. So this is very clear. Now Hattie Bartlam is going to do a study, her PhD, on tracking zebras, and for her study, she's going to compare small scale movement patterns of 11 different zebra herds. Let's go and find the correct match. Decrease in the population, no. Obstruction to any route, no. Unknown species, no. Confusing information, no. Staying permanently in a place, no. Different ways of living, 3 different ways of living, no. Original aim of the work, which is her PhD. Yes, exactly. Roman number 8 will match paragraph B. Okay. Because information passed on and importance is not given. Now let's start doing C paragraph. Read it quickly. In December, when the annual rains had transformed the roads into rivers, Hattie was she was a little surprised. Now for her PhD, she is tracking 11 different zebra herds, and she was surprised when she checked the data sent by the radio callers, which means she has begun her experiment. So they were tracking the zebras. Out of the 11 harems, 6 of the harems were 270 kilometers away on the edge of this area. Okay. And next, the remaining 5 of the harems came back to Okwango. This raised a question. Why the current place already had plentiful supply of food and water? Why were the zebras drawn towards the salt pans? Even more difficult to understand was 6 group traveled so far while 5 only came back and 1 was still there. So C paragraph, the inferences, she attached radio collar, she's tracking the zebra positions. 6 groups went towards the salt pans, 5 returned back in a very exhausted manner. 1 group is still there. So she's confused. It's raising a question. Why 5 came back? Why 1 there? And first of all, why 6 went towards the salt pans when the area they are currently staying in already has enough food and water? So it's quite confusing then. So what will be the closest match? You can solve with me one by one, eliminate one by one. Decrease in the population, no. Obstruction to the route, no. Unknown species, never. Some confusing information. Roman number 4 will definitely match C. You can check other options. 7, 9, 10 definitely doesn't match. So we'll just make it like this to clearly strike it out. Okay. Let's go and start solving D paragraph. Okay, D paragraph is still here. Yes. Now, this discovery, what she did, it created a certain buzz in the research community. I decided to visit Haiti, and she explained that a century ago, the large number of zebras and wild beast herds and the resulting competition of grass made migration essential. One of the migration tracks went from Okwanga to Magdikadi. In the late 1960s, giant fences were put up to stop diseases spreading between wildlife and domestic cattle. Okay. One of these fences, it went across the migration track. Though the animals could get around the obstacle, Each leg of that journey would be 200 kilometers longer. Okay, so there's an obstacle because of that fence. A distance that is very high given the lack of water and all that issues. Even today, with the fences gone, there is dangerously little drinking water to support the zebras. Okay, it's D paragraph, the inferences. It actually starts from in between, okay, the matter. In the late 1960s, giant fences were put up to stop diseases spreading between wildlife and zebras. In turn, what happened? One of the fences went across the migration route, and now the zebra's original migration route was blocked and it had to travel 200 kilometers roundabout because of this issue. Go back and let's solve the question. Okay, so fences, obstruction to migration route, and obstruction on the traditional route. Yes, this will go to D paragraph. That made their journey 200 kilometers longer. If you want, you can check with the options that are not striked out. Any decrease, no. Unknown species, no. Staying somewhere permanently, no. No, no, and no. So 2, 4, 6, 8. These all are taken. Now let's start with E paragraph, all of you. E paragraph is right here. Yeah. We have to go match one option. So read and infer and find your answer. As simple as that. When I say infer, after reading a paragraph, you should be able to understand the main idea of that paragraph. That is all you want. You can practice this at home as well. Take a newspaper, read a paragraph, and that infer the main idea of that paragraph. Bang, you get your inference skill on the spot. As a zebra can live up to 20 years, the migration must have skipped at least one generation during the 40 years or so the fences were up. So the story is continuing from the previous paragraph. There's a connection. So because of the fences, migration skipped one generation. Okay. This prompts another question. It has always been assumed that the young of zebras, herbivores like zebras, they learn their migration behavior from their parents. Okay. So that means, how do the latest generation learn when and where to go? Because of this issue, they definitely couldn't have learned from their parents. So did they follow any other animal like elephants? We may never know. Let's go back and check. What can be that one option? Decrease in the population? No. Unknown species? But we may never know. Is it elephant or thing? We may never know. From where did they learn the migration track? Let's look at the other options as well. Staying permanently somewhere? No. 3 different ways of living also? No. How was the information passed on? This looks like a more apt answer for E paragraph. Here the information is the paraphrasing. It is referring to, information is referring to the migration pattern given to zebras or learned by zebras. So how was the migration pattern passed on? It's a question mark. Even we don't know. It's not animal, it's not animals, it's not any other animals. So the paragraph itself is ending with a mystery. So give it to E, Roman number 9. Let's go back to F paragraph. Let's read it and do our inferencing. Follow this time management, all of you. Keep 1 minute time for reading the paragraph and keep 20 seconds for the inferencing part. So in 1 minute, 20 seconds, you'll be able to finish. Even though it's a lengthy paragraph, you'll be able to finish it. For shorter paragraphs like this, you can take less than 1 minute, 20 seconds. Okay, let's continue. Haiti's data points to the conclusion that there are several zebras adopting different behavior. Okay. So the first, like the majority of the Okwanga zebras, takes it easy, spending the entire year by the river. The second group, 15,000, 20,000 strong, work a bit harder. They divide their time between the salt pans and Boititi river. They struggle to find water. That is the second group. They move, often moving 30 kilometers in search of fresh grass, grazing. Their reward, they get the grass. The final group of zebras, whose number are modest, they are considered animal kingdoms, remarkable athletes, because they move a lot, I believe. Okay. Okay, so first group, second group, third group. So it is forming a clear pattern, because in the first sentence of if it is clearly written, according to the data points or data got by this researcher Haiti, she has dissected the populations into different behaviors. There is the first group, second group, and third group. First group is spending the entire year by the river. Second group is traveling between places, trying to find food. Third group is traveling even further, and she's referring to the third group as remarkable athletes. So I think we got our answer. I saw three different ways of living somewhere. That should be the answer for sure. Yes, Roman number 7. Three different ways of living. We'll go to F paragraph very clearly. So what are the remaining ones? 1, 3, 5, and 10. Okay, let's go and start solving. Let's do G paragraph. One more thing, only for the list of heading, the question comes first and the paragraph follows. So the paragraph is coming after, we are going to the previous page and finding the answers, right? Just remember, this happens only for list of heading. Okay. Endangered species naturally tend to grab the headline. So it's refreshing for a relatively abundant animal like zebra. Zebra is called the center of attention for once. Zebras are a vital part of the food chain. Understanding their migration patterns helps to interpret the movement of their predators. Okay. And also, Haiti's research shed light on impact of fences. She explains it is easier to get funding to study exciting animals like lions. And zebras are key to understanding the ecosystem. Okay. Now, my highlighted ones are giving you the idea, which is the inference. Zebras are center for attention. They are vital part of food chain. They help to interpret movements of their predators. They are key to understanding any ecosystem. They help get funding to study other animals like lions. So very clearly, G paragraph is talking about the vital or crucial, how zebras are so important to the ecosystem. So definitely there is one match here. Decrease in zebra population, you can eliminate this. Unknown species, eliminated. Staying permanently somewhere, eliminated. Why is it important to study zebras? This will be our last match. So DCA, FBEG is the order. Okay. And in your exam, you have to write the Roman letters next to the boxes 28 to 34. Okay. Like 28, if you see here, 28 is A. A will be Roman number 6, right? 28, Roman number 6. Next, 29. I'm just showing you an example. 29B. B is Roman number 8. Okay, so you do it like this. 30. 30 section C is Roman number 4. So you have to write it like this next to the serial number, just the Roman numbers as dictated in the heading. So we have successfully finished list of headings. Okay, it's very, very important. Try to improve your reading speed. Quick reading, take 1 minute to read and take 20 seconds to execute your answer. In 1 minute, 20 seconds, you should be able to finish. For shorter paragraphs, you can do it in lesser time. 1 minute is for lengthier paragraphs. Quick read, infer the matter and find your answer. Okay. Now we are going to solve the other question types to complete the section. Now, one advantage if you're having list of headings is the question types that follow 35 to 40. If you have a good memory, you should be able to get your answers very fast because you have already scanned the entire passage. Okay, let's start solving without any delay. One word only. Social behavior in zebras. Zebras tend to live together in smaller units, which experts call dash. Here, a male zebra has charge of a number of adult dash. So, male zebra is called a stallion, and that was in paragraph B, I believe. That means all the answers, these 3 marks, we can find it in B paragraph itself. Zebras tend to live together in smaller units, which experts call. Let's go to B paragraph. Yeah. So zebras tend to live, each harem consists in okay, Haiti Bartlam, a researcher, discovered this migration while she was tracking zebra groups. Zebra groups are officially called harems. Okay. So zebra tends to live together in smaller groups called harems. Harems. I'm writing using my mouse. I don't have a pen tab. So pardon my handwriting. Second, each harem consists of a stallion, male zebra, 7 or 8 mares, female zebras, and juvenile foals. Okay, mares is female zebra. So here a male zebra stallion has charge of a number of adult mares because young ones are called juvenile foals, right? So mares, mares is my answer for second one. Let's mark it as 35 and 36. Harems 35. Mares 36. And next one. These units sometimes assemble in bigger groupings or dash. Okay, they assemble in bigger groupings or dash. So anyways, fill in the blanks will be in an order only. So they arriving in the next line. There is no loyalty between zebra social groups, though harems often gather together into so-called herds. Bigger groupings or gathering are synonyms. Herds will be the answer for 37. Go back, just write your answer. Mark it as herds. Herds. Don't make a spelling mistake. One word answers only. All three are correct. Now let's solve the last three questions, 38, 39, and 40. If your memory is good, all of you, you should be definitely able to get your answers without any hesitation. Now, how did Haiti feel? Question number 38. How did Haiti feel when she heard some of the zebras traveled so far? So which paragraph was talking about traveled so far? Yeah, the paragraph where she found the data using the radio collars attached to the neck. Correct? It was that paragraph, right? Zebra collars were attached to the neck. And the answer for that was some confusing information, right? So how did she feel? She was surprised. She had a question in mind. It was difficult for her to understand. Correct? And what is the answer? Then we can mark. How did she feel? Was she annoyed? No. Was she disappointed? No. Was she frustrated? No. She was unsure as to the real motivation for going. 38 answer is D, because she was unsure. She was confused. That raised a question even more difficult to understand, is giving us the answer as D. That's why after a list of headings, the questions that follow should be easier for you. If your memory is sharp, you don't even have to look at the paragraph. You will be able to solve just by looking at the options and doing elimination method for multiple choice questions. When describing the different zebra populations, the writer indicates different zebra populations was the 3 different ways of living. It was that paragraph, right? So when describing, what is she indicating? According to the paragraph, she was indicating that the first group spends the entire time by the river. Okay, it's not here. Just a minute. So what is she indicating? Yeah, it's here. F paragraph. So 39 goes to F. It's indicating first group does not travel, spend the entire year by the river. The second group travels for some distances to find food and water. But the third group, she's calling them remarkable athletes. They're moving between Okwango and the salt pans, enjoying best of both the worlds. They have to pay the price because it is an extraordinary journey across Botswana. So third group, she's calling them remarkable athletes for 39. So she's emphasizing or indicating that, yes, she's admiring the ones who migrate the furthest distance, which is the third group. Correct. Sympathy, no. Disbelief, no. Anxiety, no. You can eliminate B, C, and D. Correct answer is 39A. Last one, 40, it's right here. What does the writer suggest in the final paragraph? So what is she suggesting? She's suggesting that zebras are very important. Too much time has been wasted. No. Research will result in ban on fences in zebras. It will not result in any ban on fences. She shed light on the impact of fences. So ban on fences also you can eliminate. So A and C strike out according to our knowledge or inference. Research into animals which are not endangered will increase. It is easier to get funding to study exciting animals like lions. So B versus D. Oh, there is one line here in G in the last. The scientific community is fortunate that people like Haiti are willing to take the hard option. It is sometimes necessary to go against the trend in research matters. Yes, go against the trend and taking the hard option. These two are synonyms. I am definitely going to go with B, eliminate D. B is the answer. So for 38D, 39A, and 40D, 40B, it's sometimes necessary to go against the trend in research matters. So these are the final answers for multiple choice. And yes, we have finished the entire section of reading, section 3. As you all can see here, multiple choice. Sorry, we did multiple choice matching the list of headings, and we did a fill in the blanks, all 3 questions together. Okay, now let's go and see the answer key. So yes, here is the answer key, all of you. Hope you all learned something crucial or important today. Even if this channel is helping you by 10%, I'm really happy. I'm doing this for you. Follow this channel for more videos. This is Prep Master IELTS, your YouTube channel focusing on IELTS PTE. We are going to solve more videos in the future. This is my number here for coaching needs. If you want, you can approach me. This is my email ID. Shoot me an email. Do comment on the video if you want me to solve any particular question type, and we'll finish it here. Prep Master is the name of the YouTube channel. See you in the next video. We are going to solve more reading passages. This is Cambridge 11, a little tougher in terms of standard. We'll keep solving more question papers. I don't want to take much of your time. See you in the next video, all of you. Goodbye. Signing off, your tutor Sam.